When people think of national parks, they typically imagine the grandeur of Yosemite or the Grand Canyon. By that standard, Petrified Forest may seem a bit underwhelming at first, until you realize that this is a landscape dedicated to the intricate and the passage of time. Not only does this park protect a 225-million-year-old petrified forest and sprawling Badlands, but it also contains dinosaur fossils and over 350 Native American archaeological sites. In 1895, the Arizona Territorial Legislature asked Congress to create a national park here, but the proposal failed. However, when Theodore Roosevelt came into office, he used the newly passed Antiquities Act to protect the setting as a national monument. The monument was eventually reestablished as a national park in 1962. Travelers and scientists have been visiting the area since it was first discovered by Americans during westward expansion. Conservationist John Muir visited the region and performed excavations, eventually using his time here to push for the protection of this unique environment. When Route 66 was created, the road found its way through Petrified Forest, and to this day it is the only national park to feature a section of this historic highway. Today the park protects over 200,000 acres of the Arizona desert. Know before you visit, however, that this is one of the few national parks that has gates and is not open 24 hours. There are 2 entrances and 1 road connecting them that spans the length of the park. All of the major sites can be found along this road or on short turnoffs. For the adventurous, the backcountry offers a chance to see many more beautiful areas that only a tiny percentage of visitors ever experience. The highlight of the park is of course the abundance of petrified wood. These fossilized trees result from minerals replacing the organic material over time, but maintaining the wood's original internal structure. These colorful rocks have a brownish-orange appearance until you get close. Then upon closer inspection, you'll discover a hidden rainbow of colors. Pieces are spread throughout the park, but trails like giant logs, long logs, and crystal forest are the best places to see these rocky remnants of trees. While each of these trails is short and filled with wood, the Long Logs Trail features the Agate House Pueblo, a historic home made entirely from petrified wood. The northern section of the park features the Painted Desert Badlands, a multicolored landscape of red, pink, green, and white hues. Many overlooks and 1 short trail let you experience the beauty from all angles. Also visit the Painted Desert Inn, a National Historic Landmark building with stunning colors and architecture that functions as a museum and bookstore. Heading south, Newspaper Rock displays fascinating petroglyph carvings. The concentration and diversity of symbols here make it an exceptional sight even for visitors who have seen petroglyphs before. Some of these petroglyphs are up to 1,000 years old and among the best preserved in the United States. Like the Painted Desert, the Blue Mesa has badlands made of colorful rock layers. However, the warm hues have been replaced by cold blues, purples, grays, whites, and browns. This setting feels more like the surface of the moon than the Arizona desert. A short 1-mile trail loops through this basin, surrounded by amazing hills, and offers the most personal and scenic experience of the park's badlands. The trail is somewhat steep at the beginning and end, but don't let that discourage you from seeing the best trail in the park. Petrified Forest is located in the arid environment of Arizona's high desert. The weather is tolerable year-round, and neither the heat or cold should deter you if you take reasonable precautions. Also, Petrified Forest is one of the few parks that is very animal-friendly. Leashed pets are allowed on trails and even in wilderness areas. For ease of use, this might be the most accessible national park at all times of year and visitors of all skill levels.